This podcast is sponsored by Feedback Frontier. Elevate your book's credibility with $50 editorial reviews and boost your traffic. Choose audio reviews for an added touch. Visit feedbackfrontier.com today.
Getting your book reviewed, Barnes & Noble's guidelines and tip. Learn how to navigate the rules for getting your book reviewed on Barnes & Noble with tips, strategies and support from Feedback Frontier. How to get your book reviewed on Barnes & Noble rules. Hey there, book-loving friends. Today I want to chat about something super cool that a lot of us authors might be curious about. Getting those stellar reviews on Barnes & Noble. As you know, having your book reviewed on such a major platform can really elevate your work's visibility. So let's get comfortable and talk about how to successfully navigate the Barnes & Noble book review process. First up, let's talk about why Barnes & Noble is still a significant player in the book world. With so many new online platforms emerging, sometimes it feels like Amazon gets all the spotlight. However, Barnes & Noble remains a cherished space for authors wanting serious recognition in bookstores, both physical and digital. It's a trusted name, and getting your book reviewed there isn't just a feather in your cap. It can be the key that unlocks more sales opportunities for you. Now, onto the juicy part, the actual process of getting your book reviewed. One thing to note is that the Barnes & Noble review process can be a bit more selective than some other platforms. This means we have to be strategic. Here are some practical steps to get started. Submission guidelines. Before anything, make sure to study Barnes & Noble's review submission guidelines. Every platform has its own set of rules, and following them to the letter is the first step to ensuring your book even gets considered. Engage with book review sites. Engage with book review blogs and websites that regularly feature books on Barnes & Noble. They often have connections or established processes linked directly to Barnes & Noble's reviewing team. Craft a stellar pitch. Your initial contact or submission needs to be concise and compelling. Think of it like a movie trailer for your book, intriguing enough to make them want more. Free book reviews don't mean cheap. Seeking free book reviews doesn't mean skimping on quality. It's all about finding reputable sources and leveraging them to build momentum. Another thing you might not know is that Barnes & Noble often values verified purchases and accounts. Encouraging your existing readers to leave truthful reviews if they have bought from B&N can help bolster your standing. No talk about book reviews would be complete without mentioning some of the services that specialize in connecting authors to review platforms. This is where Feedback Frontier comes into play. This fantastic resource helps authors like us find the right hands to get our books into. They have an impressive grip on the intricacies of the review world, guiding through the complexities of platforms like Barnes & Noble. So how can you get started with all these great tips? Get your book reviewed today with Feedback Frontier and start seeing the difference it can make for your writing journey. If there's one thing I've learned as a seasoned writer, it's that community and connection are key. Wrapping this up, my friends, getting your book reviewed on Barnes & Noble can feel like a climb, but with the right approach and a bit of strategy, you can make it a beneficial part of your authoring journey. Just remember, it's not only about getting reviews, but getting the right ones from reputable sources. Embrace the learning curve and take advantage of the resources at your fingertips. Thanks for tuning in today. Keep writing, keep pushing those boundaries, and we'll talk again soon.